What's going on, craft beer lovers? Today I am reviewing a super cool Imperial Stout that I've been excited about. It's not the first time I've had it. I got 2 bottles because as soon as I saw this one in the store, I knew I was going to want to have 2. This is also the beer that is responsible for the absolute worst hangover I've had in the past 12 months. I'll tell you why, but it was an utterly brutal hangover. It was my own fault, and I think it's funny because a lot of times, you know, people who enjoy alcohol associate a hangover with bad quality alcohol. I don't know if that's really true. Personally, I think it's an urban legend. I don't understand why that would happen because the alcohol causes dehydration. The dehydration is usually what leads to the hangover, to the headache. One major reason, at least, to oversimplify. So I don't really understand why the perceived quality or level of class that the alcohol is, like cheap tequila. Maybe it's just because people slug back cheap tequila because it's not, they're not paying attention to how much they're drinking or something, where this myth comes from. Anyway, I don't know. I'm no expert. However, I can tell you for a fact that the reason I got such a terrible hangover from this Laser Kraken Stout was not because it was low quality, but quite the opposite. It was so incredibly delicious to drink that I just forgot to drink water, I suppose. I had it near the end of the night, and plus, well, this comes in at 13.3% ABV, and this is a big boy bottle. This is almost 17 ounce. So, whew, I gotta be real careful this time to not let the same thing happen. Now, this beer is super special. It is from Lone Pint Brewery in Magnolia, Texas. It is officially called Attack of the Laser Kraken. Just a freaking awesome name. You see those UFOs, the stormy ocean, and this crazy beast of a kraken shooting lasers, I think, out of its eyeballs or something. I don't know. This is a rum-barrel-aged Imperial Stout. It's an anniversary ale, and there is literally nothing about this bottle that I don't love. I knew that right when I saw it. First of all, Lone Pint Brewery is a Texas brewery. That means I already love it. Second of all, Lone Pint Brewery makes one of my top 3 IPAs in the entire world. That is the Yellow Rose IPA, so 2 major points in favor. Third of all, it's a barrel-aged Imperial Stout, coming in high ABV, so I love those. Are my favorite kind of stouts. I've truly developed an appreciation for them in the last 12 months. 12 months ago, I couldn't stand the taste of a stout. Now they're those super high ABV, strong, barrel-aged Imperial Stouts are one of my absolute favorite types of beer. And keep going. Let's see what else. It is an anniversary ale. Well, I happen to love special beers. I love when there's something compelling about them. And a special beer released for the anniversary of a brewery, I mean, you know it's going to be interesting. Some of them are incredibly good. Some of them are incredibly weird. And some of them are incredibly weird and incredibly good, which this one is definitely skirting with. So, plus the design is just super cool. Basically, I didn't even look at the price. I was like, you know what, I'm getting 2 of those. And I had the first one that night, and that's where I got that absolutely massive hangover that really taught me a lesson, which is just because the beer is super smooth and super fun to drink doesn't mean you can forget that it is alcohol and you gotta drink a bunch of water. So, I haven't had this in a few weeks. It's been sitting in my fridge since I got it. I don't know if there's a bottled date. It doesn't really matter in this case. This is something you could leave for probably a couple of years in a cellar, and it might only get better. But so anyway, this is aged. I'm looking down at my computer. I've got a few notes on it. This is apparently. Don't take my word for this. I'm actually sourcing this third hand, but apparently it has some spices in it as well. First of all, it's 13.3 ABV, 59 IBU, and it's aged in Appleton Estate rum barrels, whatever Appleton Estate is. And apparently it's got cinnamon, nutmeg, peppercorns, and vanilla in it. Now, again, I'm not getting that straight from the Lone Pint website. I'm getting this from HoustonBeerGuide.com, they did a very interesting review of this beer, and I think they hit a lot on the money with it. You might want to check that out, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. But anyway, I don't know. I don't have that much more to say about it right now. You've learned the basics of it. Let's pop it open. And as always, I'm going to pour, and then I'm going to get a quick photo for my Instagram, which is @CraftChristianReviews. I want you to go find that picture over there, and then we'll do some smelling and tasting and have the real fun, okay? So let's pour this guy out. Ooh, it's steamy. I just feel like I'm pouring from a rum bottle or something. There you go, real dark head, and I will be right back to continue the review. And we're back. Look at this glorious dark beer, the Laser Kraken, Attack of the Laser Kraken. Let's give it a smell. And it just reeks of booze. It smells, I constantly am reminded sort of, I guess, of a pirate. I guess that rum smell just gives me that pirate ship vibe. It smells sweet. It smells thick, dark, boozy, barrel-aged. God, just, I don't know if I've smelled a beer that just reeks more like a liquor cabinet. It just, maybe that's part of why I got the hangover. It doesn't burn. Yeah, you can smell the alcohol in it, no doubt. You can smell it coming off, but overall it just smells less like beer and more just like a strong bottle of rum or like bourbon, you know. Really, I don't know why I said bourbon. It really smells like rum. So, just incredibly dark. It's not totally the thickest stout you've ever seen. It's definitely not thin. It's kind of medium carbonated. The head's lasting a little bit, but it also faded off pretty quick. So it's kind of this middle-of-the-road thickness for this kind of Imperial Stout, although it's obviously much thicker than your everyday lager. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Just filled with just taste like rum. It's quite wild. That is not a taste that any amateur drinker is going to associate with a beer. That doesn't taste like beer. That tastes like thick, dark, chocolatey, rum-laden. It's almost like just someone took a chocolate cake and soaked it in 43% alcohol rum, and then took out like a soggy piece of that chocolate cake and mashed it up into a liquid. Just bizarre. So this is really something special. I think it's an incredible achievement for an anniversary ale. I have to go real easy on it this time, because the more you drink of it, the more you want. And, you can't play with this thing. It's too much alcohol. It goes down too easily. It's too much fun to drink. And so just, if you get this guy, and I highly, highly recommend it if what I've said sounds good, then just play nice with it. Maybe split it with a friend or something, because it'll knock you on your ass. Just absolutely destroy you. So I want to say shout out, as always, to Lone Pint, the Texas brewery that made this. I think they've done an incredible job. This is a wonderful achievement and one of the most interesting stouts I've had in this journey. Yeah, I'm just tasting. It's like burnt brown sugar, a dark, barrely, rummy molasses taste. Really just like a pirate ship sort of vibe. And, I love when a beer nails the entire concept, from the first time you see it to everything you read and you learn about it, to the smell, to the look, to the pour, to the taste. And this is one such beer. I would say the entire concept comes together. I don't know what a Laser Kraken has to do with anything, but somehow it just works. So go get this one if what I've said sounds good. If you like this kind of content, subscribe. I can't tell you how much it means to me, because I'm on the verge of shutting this channel down. It's been really fun for me, but I was doing it as a learning experiment, made a bunch of reviews, but I was on the verge, and then I got a few new subscribers all of a sudden. So if you want to inspire me to keep doing this, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. It's partially for my own ego, but also because I want to know if anyone cares about this stuff besides me. And if so, I'll happily keep going. It's a pleasure to make these, but it does take a big chunk of time out of my day. So, I will see you in the next video. Go find me on Instagram at CraftChristianReviews. Go follow me on Instagram, leave me a comment anywhere you want, and I will happily get back to you and respond personally. Okay, for now, enjoy whatever you're drinking. Go check out Texas breweries. Go check out Lone Pint. Get yourself a Laser Kraken. Take care of the people you love. Don't get a super bad hangover because you're drinking this thing, and I will see you in the next review. Peace out.